like, I have a good idea. You know, mid Odin is awesome. Huh? 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 No? I liked it. I liked it.
Yeah,
All right,
yeah.
it's gonna be MSI's from Lowland Lions, BlinQQ, and mCon.Darkomicron on Whirlwind.
Well,
Spawning at the bottom side.
you
As the
definitely have your fans. I have to say that.
I know, right? As the purple Terran is gonna be MSI BlinQQ, and at the top side.
We do have the green Protoss Dark Omicron from Mouse Control.
Ah, there we go. Dark Omicron, I think, lost against Grubby in the winners bracket.
I think so. Yeah.
Yep.
I I mean, most of the guys lost against Grubby. I would be hard pressed to find someone who won versus him. If I don't count the Troll finals, where Grubby, of the qualifiers, that is, where Grubby kind of changed races and played Zerg. And I have to say that his Zerg is really awful. So.
And BlinQQ, I haven't had the privilege of casting him in the individual league casts, but I have seen him in the qualifiers, and I know that he is extremely good. LLL, one of the best clans participating as well, so I'm expecting a lot from this match, actually.
Mm.
I'm expecting
And
a
I
lot.
keep forgetting that I shrunk the starboard a little bit, so I don't have to input the race logos anymore, and I keep doing that, so we have like double Protoss and double Terran at the start of every match, and then I have to turn it off.
That's it's always strange when they change something. Even if it's really small, it can get like into really awkward situations. Like take for example in StarCraft, right? They changed the mechanic that you have to click a rock, and
Oh my
I'm
god!
always watching rocks now. I'm not attacking rocks. No, I'm just watching them. I'm checking how they're doing, hugging them, and making sure they have a good time on the map. And I've lost games because of that. So it's like sometimes a really minor change can have a huge impact, and it's just something like this. It's really annoying.
So we have Command Center first out of Blink, and Dark Omicron saw that before he dropped down his cybernetic score. I was kind of waiting for him to abandon that idea and cut a little bit of probes to get that Nexus up a little bit faster, but no, he's just going with a standard cybercore timing. Already getting the Zealot, let's see, it is actually waypointed all the way to the natural base of the Terrans, so he is looking to punish this expansion. I don't know if this will work, but it might. We have seen in the first series of the games today, we have seen the Protoss player doing just the same.
Yep, and he was also from clan Mouse
J-Power, I
Control,
think.
if I'm correct. The guy that
It
did
was
that.
J-Power, was it not?
No, J-Power. Yes, he was against Mouse Control Poyo. There we go.
Yeah.
Yep. But yeah, the same strategy. It can actually be really good, and one of the things it really gives you is a lot of info on what the Terran's doing, because you also see some Terrans going for Widow Mines or Hellbat drops or just being really annoying, and a lot of Terrans make the bunker too late. And we're just seeing just that, because he can actually deny that bunker, I think, with the Zealot, or chase the Marine. But that's one of the things you have to keep in mind. People are being really, really greedy and hot so far, I've noticed.
Oh yeah, he has to target down the SCV if he gets the SCV. Oh yeah, he's trying to target it down and not failing to do so far. Misclicking on the bunker, then the SCV, the bunker, the SCV. If those Marines get inside, this is going to be absolutely shut down. The Zealot even going down, and well, this could have done a lot of damage, but Dark Omicron not making the best of the situation and failing to do what he wanted to do there. But he can follow this up with a 4-gate. We already see 3 additional gates getting thrown down. Do we have a proxy pylon anywhere? No, we don't so far, so I'm a little bit confused, but we do have a probe moving out on the map, so definitely he is looking to build one and try to push this.
Yep, warp gate will finish in about 10 seconds. The gateways will finish in about 20. So the proxy pylon should be on the map around now. Should have started already, I feel like. But delaying that a little bit might have been a mismanagement on his part. We're gonna try to put on some pressure. On the other side though, BlinQQ already seeing this coming, making a second bunker. Really like that, being really safe. from this also has 3 barracks in his main base.
Oh, is he going to? Oh, he did not see the additional 3 gates, so maybe he will not end up getting a third bunker. 2 bunkers are breakable somewhat, especially if they are this far away from the main mineral line, making the SCV pull for repair a little bit harder. Takes a little bit of time to do that. If he doesn't end up getting a third bunker, but I think he will, now that he will see the sentries, he should definitely be getting a third bunker ASAP, and I did see him click there, so...
Yeah, he's clicking there to get the SCVs into position. He knows exactly what's going on. He's even repairing the 1 wounded SCV. Also gonna scout, sees the army coming. Not gonna start another bunker. I think it's a little bit too late for that. Good throwdown now, though.
Might not be, and you know, DarkOmicron, he's putting himself into a very difficult spot here. If he can't do damage here, all of his tech is hugely behind at this point, and there is very little he can do to come back from a situation if this attack does not work. So he's trying to... And he doesn't have a mothership core for a recall either. So if he attacks and the attack fails, he's going to lose every single unit.
Yeah, he's not all in on this though. He's still making probes. He only has 4 gateways.
That's the mistake actually, because he doesn't have enough minerals to warp in all the units he
needs,
should.
Yeah. True.
But
he's gonna kill a lot of SCVs here though, also pressuring the bunkers a little bit. No force fields going down surprisingly. Just gonna pick up the SCVs and get out of there.
Well, he did kill 8 SCVs. He is still ahead. Or he is ahead thanks to picking up those SCVs, should I say. But the bunkers are still standing. I think Blink actually targeted down the sentries with the bunkers by selecting them. You can actually do that if you didn't know, guys. So just select your bunkers and just A-click on the sentries. You're gonna target them down so fast that no force fields and no guardian shields will ever hamper your bunkers. And well, just repairing the SCVs, repairing the bunkers, and he's just waiting for stim finish. And when the stim finishes, he will move out most probably, and he will be in a very good position to do a lot of damage.
Yep, and when you're in a tight spot like this, you got a few bunkers up in the front. You don't have medevacs yet. One thing you also got to keep in mind is you can use the bunkers to put the wounded units in, get the healthy units back out. Can save you, can win you a game actually in some positions. We do see the factory scout. It's gonna commence, and DarkOmicron's gonna move back to his base. I think he feels like he might get dropped soon. And that's actually a really good indication because there are 2 medevacs on the way. And if his army is that much out of position without a mothership core, it's going to be really hard to go back to your base and you're going to lose a lot. So that's a good call from him. But I don't know after that aggression who is actually ahead, to be honest.
I think the Terran is ahead just because of the tech disadvantage that DarkOmicron has right now. There are no Colossi out in the field. He's 0-0 on upgrades. He doesn't even have a Twilight. The Robo support bay will be finishing up just now in a very bad spot, might I add. If this gets dropped, it will get focused down very, very quickly. Just 1 medevac of Marauders will be able to do that. And Blink is moving out on the map. Let's see the upgrades. He's on 1-0. He's got the stim pack finished, so the traditional, very classic 11-minute push here, Wings of Liberty style, very old build, quite effective still. And you know, DarkOmicron ready to receive the blow at the ramp, but he's got nothing in his main base.
Nothing in his main base at all, but no drop coming down though. It's gonna be full on overcharge, really good, and it's a really bad position for BlinQQ to be in, and this is all gonna die. He's being sandwiched by perfect force fields, to be honest. And a situation that looked really bad for DarkOmicron is actually gonna still be pretty bad because he's losing everything. But the Zealots should be able to clean this up, right, Bell?
I don't think so. The 1 Colossus might help tremendously, but I don't think there is enough units here to clean these units up. The medevacs are getting very low on HP though and need to pull back, so without healing these units cannot stay in the battle. The reinforcements though is going to be the key thing here. Throughout all of this, Blink has been able to secure a 3rd base as well. You know, here's the thing. If he, I mean, moving behind the mineral line, that was definitely a huge mistake on his part.
I thought that would have gone way worse for the Terran, to be honest. I was seeing it. I saw the force fields going down. I was like, okay, DarkOmicron's got this. I know that the 1 force fields was hampering the Zealots a little bit from the left side, but it looked so good.
You know, ordinarily when a push such as this comes, your 2nd Colossi is about to pop if you're going for a regular build without any early aggression. And you should have some sort of upgrade on the way or additional gateways, not which DarkOmicron had at this point. And look at this, third base established for Blink already. He's getting Vikings countering the Colossi because he had seen with his units what the Protoss has. And third just now going down for DarkOmicron. +1 round weapons not even finished yet, and Forge and Twilight coming up. So he knows that he has to drag this game a little bit, or at least for a little bit. No sentries with that army though, and you know, when you have a Colossus army, you really need those sentries because your army is going to be really small on gateway units, just because of how expensive the Colossi are and how much food they take up.
Yep, now one thing to note though, DarkOmicron, very Zealot heavy. And I like the fact that there are actually being added some Hellbats right now by BlinQQ, because that's going to be so good in the later stage of the game. This is primarily a Colossus army though, and not that many Vikings out. I think only 2 on the field.
You know, no, and you know, he sees that the majority of the army is here. He could load up and just drop the main base. He's gonna go
for it, but I don't know about this. Snipes one Colossus. Oh, my brilliant move by BlinQQ. Just picks up, but does lose it.
He should have done that before, actually. I think I don't think engaging that army was the right idea. He should have gone for the main immediately upon seeing that the army is all there. And he can pick up a couple of gateways, couple of panels. There he goes and unpowers and should be loading up momentarily here and sniping the third base.
Yep, and he could actually go to that base right now back there. Yep, gonna go to the third base, I feel like, and could do some damage there as well. Nope, a photon overcharge is gonna target these medevacs. Looks like that's the signal for the Terran to move out, but there are gonna be some Vikings next time and some Hellbats, and I think that's gonna be the perfect army composition to beat what DarkOmicron is fielding right now, because it is just Colossus with Zealots spell.
Yeah, it is, and again, if a fight happens before Storm is on the field, it is going to favor the Terran a little bit, as long as he's got enough Vikings to take care of the Colossus. How many Colossi do we have out on the field? We have 2 Colossi and only 5 Vikings. He needs 3 more Vikings to make this absolutely efficient, and they need to be with his main army, all of them, but so far this is not happening. And the Hellbats doing a number of the Zealots, actually, and the Marauders are still standing. Marauders pretty good versus Colossi. All of them have gone down, and, well, this is a very good exchange here for the Terran players so far.
Yeah, really good exchange. Even some reinforcement Marauders picking off the last few Stalkers there. I don't know, he doesn't have enough for another overcharge, so this third base might actually die if this keeps up.
I really think
also landing.
Just not enough Zealots here to buffer for the rest of the units. The Stalkers, you know, versus Marauders? Are you kidding me?
Yeah, Stalkers against Marauders is not the best situation to be in. And especially not with the fact that there's still Hellbats and there's probes, and Hellbats do love to kill some probes. You can see it right there. And DarkOmicron is trying to hold on, but I feel like BlinQQ is really gonna take this first game right here, right now. Look at the minimap, reinforcements, everything streaming in. Really good decisions by BlinQQ, and Zealot Colossus not that good against Viking Hellbat.
Well, not. Of course not. Primarily because you don't have anti-air to kill the Vikings in the first place. So, you know, like I said, that first attack, that gateway attack, you either make that work or you lose. Especially you can't go halfway. Keep getting probes and trying to do a 4-gate attack. It doesn't work that way.
Well, I guess I'm learning something, because I thought it was brilliant. I was like, he's making probes and attacking. This is so great. This is what a Terran likes to do, but that's not how it works with Protoss. GG from